Okay, let's talk about an F-test. This is something I haven't had to do a lot. I definitely had to do a little bit more research to figure out how to explain it. But you've actually kind of seen a variation of the F-test, and this is the R-squared test when you look at linear regressions or any type of model fit. So with an R-squared value, we have 1 minus the variance of the model over the average variance of the data. So what we're actually comparing here are two models when we do an R-squared. We are comparing our model versus the model that says just take the average of value. F-test is going to take this one step further. And what it's going to do is that it's going to compare two models or one model against multiple models to figure out if the variance we're seeing is getting better or worse or no different based on the model we're using. So I went ahead and I wrote this up because I was not going to try to do this on the fly. But your F-test is looking at two things: variance between groups and variances within groups. And so your top here is your typical variance equation. This NI here is just going to weight it. So if we have data sets that are all the same weight, the NI is just going to factor out here. But the whole point here is that if we have 10 data points for one set and 5 data points for another, it's going to kind of reflect that one variance is bigger than the other. But the top here is just simply describing the variance for a model for a given data set. So if we look at one data set and we compare it to its average value and square it, what do we get? What type of variances do we get due to that average? And then we're going to divide it all by the number of groups. Okay, here is the number of groups, the number of models we're looking at. The denominator here is going to say, well, what happens if we chunk all the data points into the same pool and we compare to the new average? So basically, if you look at the average of if you look at all the different data points and compare them to each of the individual averages, what does that variance look like? And we're going to normalize this based on the number of data points and the number of groups you're breaking into. So effectively, what an F-test is looking at is saying that if we have a group and we look at its variance and then we look at what happens if we take all these numbers and put them into the same group, do we see a difference? Is that difference meaningful? So it's comparing the variances. So this is very useful for comparing different models. So let's say you take linear regression using one method and linear regression versus another. You can compare the variances, specifically the R, if you have linear fit, the R-squareds there. So we'll have S1, R1 squared, SR2 squared. We can compare them to see which model actually gives the better result, or if they're even giving different results in this case. Now, things with the F-test, we're typically going to look at a one-tailed distribution. This is just historically what's been done. I tend to believe there's a reason for it. But if we're going to do a one-tailed distribution here, we do have to set the requirement that the bigger variance goes on top. And this is just to make the one-tailed F-test work. If you look at F tables, they're always greater than 1. So we're just going to use this definition. But this is all an F-test is doing. It's saying that if we compare the variances of different models, how do they work? How do they compare? And can we use the variance of one model to explain the discrepancy and the variance of the other? Or if not, then that one model must be demonstrably better at representing the data than